Welcome students, welcome to Your Class Your Future YouTube channel. Watch the video till the end and please subscribe the channel. Today we will study about the 3rd standards lesson number 1 of the EVS subject, A Day in the Garden. Let's start the lesson. A group of children are talking as they go home in the evening. Here, a group of children are talking to each other and they are going to home in the evening. Let's see who all these children are. First, the girl Vanaja. Look at that flock of cranes. Vanaja says to her friends, hey, look there, the flock of cranes. Flock means group of cranes. They are flying. She shows those cranes to all her friends. Likhita, they are flying towards our garden. Now they are settling on the tree near the pond. Likhita says to her friends, they all are flying towards our garden. Now they all are settling on the tree which is near the pond. Now the another girl says, shall we go there and have a look at them? Aruna asks to her friends, shall we all go there and look at them? All the children move towards the pond in the garden. Here, all the children are going to home. They see the flock of cranes and they go to a garden where the flock of cranes are settling on the tree and a pond is near the tree. Now, the another girl, Teresa, says, come without making a noise. There are not only cranes on the tree, but also squirrels, ants, spiders, bats, myna. Oh, so many animals. They may run away. Now, all children have reached the tree where all the cranes have settled and a pond is nearby. Now Teresa tells all the children, her friends, that see, please come without making any noise because there are not only cranes but other animals too. They are squirrels, ants, spiders, bats, myna, and other some animals are also present in the pond. Now here a tree and a pond is given where the children are reached now, and one activity is given for you. Write the names of the animals you see in the picture in the space provided. Okay, here a picture is given with many animals and birds. So we have to identify those and write the names of those animals or birds. Let's see one by one. First one is bat. The next one, peacock, owl, spider, ant, squirrel, crow, butterfly, cranes, woodpecker, fish, turtle or tortoise you can say, rabbits, snake, and the last one is frog. See, as the children said, there are not only the cranes, other than that many other animals are present there. Let's repeat all these once again. Bat, spider, peacock, owl, butterfly, cranes, ant, squirrel, crow, rabbits, woodpecker, fish, turtle, frog and snake. Let's move on. Now, looking all these animals and birds, Likhita said, "Oh, look at the fish and the frogs in the pond. A tortoise is swimming in the pond." Likhita says and shows her friends, "Look at these fish, frogs and tortoise, or we may say it as turtle also. They are swimming in the pond." Then the Aruna says, "The chirping of birds is very melodious to listen to, isn't it?" Aruna says to her friends, the chirping means the sound of bird is very melodious. Melodious means it's very pleasant, very good to hear. It is very pleasant or melodious to hear, isn't it? She asks. Now the Ali says, "Shall we mimic the birds?" Ali asks to his friends, "Shall we mimic?" Mimics means copying somebody's voice or sound. He asks his friends that, "Shall we copy the sounds of the birds?" He asks to his friends. Here, students, one activity is given for you. Write the names of the birds you have seen in your place. Normally, we see sparrow, crow, pigeon, parrot, some other birds in our surrounding. Let's see them or write them one by one. Parrot, sparrow, crow, pigeon, hen, owl, eagle, cuckoo. If you have seen other birds in your place, you can write them also. Let's move towards the next question. Which of the birds' voices have you heard? Write here. Okay, some birds make voices. Let's see the voices. Let's see the birds which you have seen or heard the voices of the birds. Parrot, sparrow, crow, pigeon, hen, cuckoo. Let's repeat once again. Parrot, sparrow, crow, pigeon, hen, cuckoo. Next question is, imitate the voice of the birds. Ask your friends to do the same. Here, imitate means copy the voice of the birds and ask your friends to do, like mimic the birds. Now, Seema says, "Stop, stop. It's enough. Our mimicry will make these birds fly away." Seema says, "Stop, don't do the noise." If we make noise means if we mimic the birds means we copy the sounds of the bird, all birds will fly away because of our noise. Likhita. "Oh, Rangappa, the gardener is coming this way. He loves birds. He gets angry if you make the birds fly away. Stop making noise." Likhita says, as all children move to the garden, the gardener, namely Rangappa, is coming there. The Likhita says, "See, the Rangappa is coming here and he is the gardener. He loves the birds very much. If we do anything to the birds, he will get angry on us. So stop making the noise." Rangappa comes and says, "Likhita, what brings you here?" Rangappa comes to the children where all the children are standing and asks Likhita, "What brings you here?" Means he asks, why all you are here? Likita says, Rangappa, we have come here to see the cranes. Likita tells Rangappa that we all have come here to see the cranes. Rangappa, do you know about birds? Rangappa asked the children. Do you know anything about the birds? Anand says, oh, we know many things. Now Anand answers the question of the Rangappa. Yes, we all know many things about the birds. And Rangappa, then I will ask you few questions. Will you answer them? Rangappa asks few questions about the birds and ask the children to answer them. All children said, oh yes, we will. All the children says, oh definitely we will answer all your questions. Rangappa, tell me the names of the birds I describe. Rangappa will ask the names of some birds and he asks children to name them. First is, which is the green bird? Rangappa asks, which is the green bird? And the answer is parrot. Yes, the parrot is in green color. Next he asks, which is the black bird? Answer is crow. Crow is in black color. Next he asks the children, which is the long-tailed bird? Which is the long-tailed bird? Answer is peacock. Which is the long-legged bird? Which is the long-legged bird? Answer is crane. The next question of Rangappa is, which is the bird that has a long neck? Which is the bird that has a long neck? Answer is ostrich. Which is the bird that has a long beak? Which is the bird that has a long beak? Answer is crane. Which is the food of the crane? What is the food of the crane? Answer is fish. What is the food of the eagle? Next question is, what is the food of the eagle? Answer is snake and dead animals. Other than snake, it also eats other small animals like rat and other small animals. Next question is, which is the smallest bird that you have seen? The smallest bird that you have seen. The smallest bird is, which we see normally, sparrow. Which is the biggest bird that you have seen? The biggest bird is peacock. Next, Rangappa asks, what is the speciality of the bird that you see in the picture given below? The picture of duck is given here. We have to write the speciality of the bird, means the duck. The speciality of the duck is, ducks have waterproof feathers. As we all know, duck spends its maximum time in water, means in swimming water. It has waterproof feathers. Ducks are omnivorous, means ducks eat both fruits, grains like, as well as the insects, fishes, etc. They have strong beak, means the beak of the duck is very strong. See, next, Rangappa, good, means all the children have answered the questions of Rangappa. He says, good, you know something about birds. Now I will show you a few nests. You have to identify them. Will you? Okay, Rangappa says, ask the childrens. I will show you some nests and identify the nests of the birds. Children, here pictures of the nests are given. Let's know the names of these birds to whom these nests belong. Rangappa. See, the first nest is of weaver bird. Second one is sparrow. Next is owl nest. At last it is crow. Now Ali says, oh, look at the nest of the weaver bird. It builds the nest better than a man. Who has taught this bird to build such a beautiful nest? Ali surprisingly asks, see, look at the nest of the weaver bird. How beautifully it builds a nest better than a man. Now Rangappa says, yes, it is true, Ali. Do you know what happened few days ago? Our friend Kalleshi was grazing the sheep. A car came and stopped. A man got out of the car and tried to pluck the weaver bird's nest. Kalleshi ran and stopped that man from plucking the nest. That man was surprised. He asked, why do you stop me? Kalleshi replied, you will take the nest and go away. When the weaver bird comes back, it will not find its nest and it will be in trouble. I can't bear to see that. Rangappa says a story of his friend Kalleshi, who stopped a man taking away the weaver's bird nest. That man was surprised to see Kalleshi's love for birds. He praised Kalleshi for teaching him a lesson. He returned without touching the nest. Rangappa explains this story to all the children. Now Likhita says, Rangappa, we also like to save the birds and their nests. What should we do? Likhita asks Rangappa, what should we do to help the birds? Rangappa says, build small nests and hang them on the trees near the school or home. Keep small cups of water here and there for the birds to drink. Keep small plates of grains for them to eat. Grow more trees and protect them. It helps to increase the number of birds. Rangappa says we can help birds by making nest for them, feeding them with grains, giving them water for drinking, and growing more and more trees to build the nests. Here, do it yourself activity is given. Build a nest for a bird. Let's see. Take a used pot, close the mouth of the pot with a piece of cloth. Make a hole in the middle of the cloth so that the bird can go in and come out. Make a few small holes at the bottom of the pot so that water does not collect inside the pot. Now the nest is ready. With the help of elders, hang the pot on a branch of tree. Provide the birds with water and grains every day. Children, please try it in your home. See next one. Vanaja says, don't the birds harm our fields? Vanaja surprisingly asks Rangappa, don't the birds harm our fields? Rangappa, no child. On the other hand, these birds are very helpful. They eat the insects which harm the crops. It helps the growth of the crops. Rangappa explains that the birds are really very helpful to the farmers as they eat the insects which harm the crops. Activities given: collect the feathers dropped from the birds. Find out which bird's feathers they are. Take the help of teacher or elders. Paste the feathers collected in a used notebook and prepare an album. Next we will go. Seema says, "Oh, look at the big spider. It is in the tree." These spiders also live in our houses, don't they? Seema looks at the spider on the tree and asks, "Hey, look at the spider. They also live in our houses." Aruna says, "Yes, they do." Means Aruna tells that yes, the spiders lives in our house also. There are lizards, cockroaches, house flies, rats, cats, mosquitoes along with the spiders. Along with these, there are domestic animals like cows, buffaloes, sheep, doves. There are many animals. Okay. More than all these, Aruna says lizards, cockroaches, houseflies, cats, rats, mosquitoes, cows, buffaloes, sheep, doves, all these are also many animals. Here you can see in the picture many animals with their names are given. Now the Teresa says, "Oh, what leaped there?" Means suddenly something leaped, means jumped there. Teresa says, "Oh, what leaped there?" means jumped there. Likhita says, "Don't be afraid. It is a frog. It leapt from the pond to the land." Likhita says, "Don't be afraid. It is a frog. It's just a frog. Don't afraid." Teresa, "What does the frog do on the land?" The frog jumped from water to the land. Teresa asks, "What does the frog do on the land?" Anand replies, "Don't you know, Teresa, the frog, tortoise, crocodile, etc. live both in water and on land." Anand says, "Animals like frog, tortoise and crocodile, etc. live both in water and on land also." Vanaja says, "Then which are the animals that live only in water?" Vanaja asks, "Then which are the animals that live only in water?" As we all know, fish, prawns, etc. Anand replies, "Fish, prawns, etc." Vanaja, "My grandmother's house is near the seashore. My grandmother tells me that there are prawns, crabs, tortoises, starfishes, corals and snails. I have seen some crabs and starfishes there on the sand. Next time when I go, I shall get a few shells." Vanaja says, "My grandmother's house is near the seashore and my grandmother tells me that there are many animals like prawns, crabs, tortoises, starfishes, corals and snails are present in the sea. I have seen crabs and starfishes on the sand, and whenever I'll go, I will bring few shells." Now Rangappa said, "Please don't bring the shells in which animals live. They might die. Leave them in the sea." The Rangappa says, Please don't bring the shells in which animals live. They might die. Leave them in the sea. Vanaja says, all right, I will do so. Rangappa, you have seen many animals. Do you think that the size, color and shape of these animals are the same? Rangappa asks children, you have seen now many animals. Do you think that their size, shape, color are same? Likita answers, no, they are different from each other. Each animal has its own shape, color and size. Rangappa, yes, there are so many kinds of animals and it is difficult to keep count. Rangappa explains children that there are many kinds of animals and it is very difficult to count them. See, the activity is given. A list of animals is given below. Arrange them in an order starting from the smallest animal to the biggest animal. See, then some animals are given here. Let's read out all those. Cow, dog, goat, pigeon, honeybee, ant, sparrow, elephant, grasshopper, cat. Okay, we have to arrange all these animals depending upon their size, means smallest to the biggest animal. First one is smallest: ant, honeybee, grasshopper, sparrow, pigeon, cat, dog, goat, cow, elephant. We have arranged these from smallest to biggest, means smallest animal is ant and the biggest is elephant. Vanaja, look, there are many kinds of insects and birds in this tree and pond. Rangappa, insects and birds are also animals. Ali, some animals eat grass, some eat grains, while some eat small creatures and flesh. Rangappa answers, yes, the animals which eat grass, grains, fruits and vegetables are herbivorous animals. Rangappa explains children that some animals eat grass, grains, fruits and vegetables. Those are called as herbivorous animals. The animals which eat insects, fish and other animals are carnivorous animals. The animals which eat only grass, grains, fruits, vegetables are herbivorous. The animals which eat insects, fish and other animals are carnivorous. Here see, rabbit, deer, cow, squirrel are herbivorous, whereas tiger, fox, frog, crane are carnivorous animals. Here, Seema, I eat both fruit and fish. But Seema asks, I eat both fruit and fish. Then who I am? Rangappa asks, you are omnivorous, means the animals like dog and cat are also omnivorous. The animals which eat products obtained from both plants and animals are omnivorous, like man, cat, dog are omnivorous. Teresa, oh, it is getting dark. Shall we go home? Teresa asks the children or her friends. Oh, it is getting dark. Shall we go home? Rangappa says, yes, all of you go home. Tomorrow is Sunday. All of you wake up early and assemble in the garden. Let's watch the birds. Rangappa told all the children that now you can go home. Tomorrow is Sunday, means it is holiday to your school. All of you wake up early in the morning and come here, assemble in the garden. Let's watch the birds tomorrow morning. Okay, then all children go to their homes. See here, next activity is given. Where do these animals live? Match them by drawing a line. In the left side, in the section A, the names of the animals are given, and in the section B at the right side, their houses or their homes are given. We have to match them. First, lion. Okay, we have to find out the home of the lion. It is cave. Next is snake. Snakes lives in ant hill. Fish. Fish lives in pond. Monkey. Monkey lives in tree. Honeybee. Honeybee lives in hive. Starfish. Starfish lives in sea. Crane. Crane lives in river. Rat. Rat lives in a hole. Cockroach. Cockroach lives in crevices. Weaver bird. Weaver bird lives in its nest. Let's move toward the next one. Write the names of the animals that you find in the picture in the space provided. See, in the picture many animals are given. We have to write their names. We can see in the picture the donkey, cat, cock, cow, dog, monkey, etc. Let's write one by one. Honeybee, sparrow, monkey, donkey, dog, cat, cock, cow, sheep. It's the end of the lesson. Thank you for watching video till the end. Please like, share, comment and subscribe the YouTube channel Your Class Your Future. Thank you.